Hi everyone. Welcome to Stephanie's Story Time. My name's Stephanie. What's your name? Well, I'm so glad you could join me today. Today's story is all about a little girl who lives in a house. Her name is Emily. Do you live in a house? Some houses are really big, some houses are really small, some houses are stacked on top of each other, and some houses are in the countryside and some houses are in the city. What kind of house do you live in? Today's story is, I think, in the countryside. Let's find out about Emily's House. Emily's House by Nico Scharer with pictures by Joanne Fitzgerald. That's a nice house that Emily lives in. Let's find out more. Oh, let's see. I think Emily lives, where do you think? The city or the countryside? I think maybe she lives in the countryside. I can see some sheep, and I can see some cows, and I can see a little river with a bridge, and some geese, and maybe some other little animals over here. That doesn't look like a city to me, does it? It looks like the countryside. Let's find out more about Emily and her house. Emily lived in a little brick house with a creaky old door and a little brown mouse. Emily listened and Emily frowned because Emily heard two very loud sounds. For the door went creak and the mouse went squeak, and Emily cried with a great big tear, and she said, "There's too much noise in here." Well, Emily sighed, "Oh, what to do?" But the mouse said, "Get us a pussycat too." They're going to get a pussycat, maybe. Let's see. Can you see the mouse? There's the mouse up there, talking to Emily, saying, "Get us a pussycat." Let's see. So Emily left in her white straw hat, and she came back home with a tabby cat. And the door went creak, and the mouse went squeak, and the cat meowed and meowed so loud that Emily cried with a great big tear, and she said, "There's too much noise in here." Well, Emily sighed, "Oh, what to do?" But the mouse said, I wonder what the mouse says. The mouse says, "Get us a puppy dog too." There's the mouse talking to Emily, and there's the pussycat. "Get us a puppy dog," the mouse says. Let's find out if they get a puppy dog. So Emily left with a jig and a jog, and she came back home with a puppy dog. And the mouse went squeak, and the door went creak, and the cat meowed, and the dog bow-wowed, and Emily cried with a great big tear, and she said, "There's too much noise in here." Well, Emily sighed, "Oh, what to do?" But the mouse said, "Get us a black sheep too." They're going to get a black sheep. Look it. She's come home with a dog, and now they have a puppy dog and a kitty cat and a mouse and a squeaky door. But they're going to get a black sheep. Let's see. So Emily left with a bounding leap, and she came back home with a small black sheep. Well, the face is black anyways. And the door went creak, and the mouse went squeak, and the cat meowed, and the dog bow-wowed. And the sheep went, can you help me? Baa! I want my ma! And Emily cried with a great big tear. And she said, do you remember what she said? There's too much noise in here. Well, Emily sighed. Oh, what to do? But the mouse said, get us a billy goat too. Do you see the mouse? He's telling her everything that she should get. Let's see what she comes home with. She's got a sheep in her kitchen. It must be getting kind of busy in there. So Emily left with a 5-pound note and she came back home with a billy goat. And the door went, help me out. Do you remember what the door did? The door went creak. And the mouse went squeak. And the cat meowed. And the dog bow wowed. And the sheep went baa. I want my ma. And the goat went ma. And Emily cried with a great big tear. And she said, there's too much noise in here. Well, Emily sighed. Oh, what to do? But the mouse said, we need a brown cow too. Do you see the mouse? Does she need a brown cow? She's got a pussy cat, and she's got a goat, and she's got a sheep and a dog. I don't know. Do you think a cow will fit in here? Let's see. So Emily left, and I don't know how, but she came back home with a big brown cow. And the door went creak, and the mouse went squeak, and the cat meowed, and the dog bow wowed, and the sheep went baa, and the goat went ma, and the cow went moo, and the noise just grew. So much noise. And Emily cried with a great big tear. And she said, there's too much noise in here. Well, Emily sighed. Oh, what to do? But the mouse said, what did the mouse say? Get me a turtle dove too. My goodness, that is one busy house. Imagine having a cow in your living room. That's funny. So Emily left with a push and a shove, and she came back home with a turtle dove. That's a kind of bird. And the door went creak, and the mouse went squeak, and the dog bow wowed, and the cat meowed, and the sheep went baa, and the goat went ma, and the cow went moo, and the dove went coo. And Emily cried with a great big tear. And she yelled, can you help me yell? There's too much noise in here. Well, Emily didn't know what to do, but the mouse said, just try one thing new. I wonder what that's going to be. Now what's she going to bring home? Let's see. Oh, And he sent the cat and the dog and more. Why, he sent all of the animals out of the door. And the door went creak, and the mouse went squeak. And Emily listened, and Emily smiled. And she sighed the sigh of a happy child. 'Cause all she heard in her little brick house was a small sort of creak and the squeak of a mouse. There she is back in her house, just Emily and the mouse and the squeaky door. And because it was so quiet in her house now, Emily had a nice long sleep. That's our story. That's Emily's house. Did you like that one? I love that story. It's one of my favorites. Well, thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.